It's Monday. Hope you guys had a great weekend. We are jumping into week 2 in our online professional profile development class. So this week we're going to continue on with our competencies of developing a plan for obtaining employment, writing career goals, and networking with the potential employers. These ones are going to kind of carry through most of the term. So some learning activities that you need to complete this week include researching additional information related to sustainability. You guys are going to look at the 17 goals that have been created by the United Nations organizations. And upon reviewing all of those goals that were accepted by all 15 members of the United Nations, you guys are going to select 3 of the 17 to explore. You'll see that the first 5 kind of interrelate, and then the next 5 are all interrelated as well. So it's a different way of looking at sustainability. It's not just about being green and recycling, but it's also looking at poverty and people, social justice issues, and how that can also help to increase our world, all of those around us, and help everyone to create more of a sustainable world. So I want you to select 3 of those areas this week that you guys are going to dig a little bit deeper into. What are the goals related to the United Nations when they're looking at those 3 areas that you select? What does it actually mean? So if we're going to eliminate poverty, what does that mean? How can we reach that goal? What are some practices that could be put into place to help reach that goal? Are there statistics maybe related to that goal? So you're going to highlight those. Give an overview basically of one of those 3 areas that you select. And then once you've done that, how do those 3 goals that you selected relate to one another? A lot of times when we're looking at reducing poverty and we're also looking at making sure that everyone has a quality education, those interrelate by creating an environment where everyone has access to quality education. That is going to lower our poverty rates. Goes hand in hand. So how do those 3 areas that you select interrelate? And then additional questions that you have for your discussion board this week is, how can you contribute to one of those areas? How can you help to improve? How could a club, organization, or business contribute to that goal that you're going to explore? You're going to want to support it with additional research. Tell us why you selected that one. Why does it interest you? Is it related to your current job that you have? Is it related to your future goals? Does it relate to your place of employment? Do they have practices in place right now that help to reach those goals that are set by the United Nations? So complete that post by Friday, and then reply to 2 of your classmates by Monday. Maybe when you reply, you have additional ideas related to that goal. Maybe there's things that you're currently doing. Maybe you volunteer on a regular basis related to that goal. Those would be things that would help you to reply. In addition to that, this week, we're going to look at SMART goals. So you guys explored SMART goals back in your professionalism course, professional and success, potentially, or orientation, it might have been called, depending on when you took it. So we're going to look at SMART goals again. How have your SMART goals changed since you became a student? Where are you at now, and where do you want to go in the future? So SMART goals shouldn't be new to any of you. You should have covered them in several courses. But you, this week, are going to look at 3 short-term as well as 3 long-term SMARTer goals that you have related to your professional career. You'll share those in an assignment that you'll submit. Make sure your goals, all SMART goals, should be 1 sentence in length. You can explain them further if you need to underneath, but your SMART goals should be 1 sentence. That should highlight everything and meet those SMART goal criteria. So there's some videos to watch on SMARTer goals, a couple websites that you can look at, and 7 steps to help achieve any of those goals that you have. In addition to the SMART goal assignment then this week, the other thing you're looking at is continuing your time log that you got in the pre-class folder. You should have 1 week done. This will be your 2nd week. You'll submit those next week with a reflection. And your final assignment for the course this week is to participate in that sustainability discussion that we talked about when I first started. So SMART goals, sustainability discussion. reviewing some websites, watching the videos, and continue on with that time log. So also be sure to go back and review any feedback that you've received on your week 1 assignments, or as you get that feedback this week, so that you don't make the same mistakes as you're completing your week 2 assignments. As always, if you guys have questions, please reach out to me and let me know. Otherwise, have a great week 2,